Greetings, everybody. Lesson 4.5 of the Go Math book. And in this lesson, we're estimating quotients, but we're estimating using compatible numbers. I hope that you remember when we estimated products, we rounded the factors and then we multiply. With division, we have to do it a little bit differently. We're going to use compatible numbers. And you may ask, what are compatible numbers? Well, compatible numbers are numbers that are easy to do the math in our heads, so we can easily divide it by other number. Let's look at the first example. If we have 231 divided by 8, and we were to round the number, 231 will round to 200. But we cannot divide 200 by 8 easily. That's why we don't use rounding in division. We use compatible numbers. I need to find a number that is close to 231 that I can easily divide it by 8. So let me start looking at my multiples of 8. 8 times 1 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, 8 times 3 is 24. So let me see, I have 16 and 24. If I look at my first two digits, right, I'm going to kind of cover the one. Which one is close, 16 or 24? Well, 23 is really close to 24. So I'm going to change 231 into 24. And just like we used with rounding, it's easily if you have a 0 at the end. So the compatible number for 231 will be 240. It makes it so much easier to divide it now by 8, right? Because 24 divided by 8 is 3, and then I add a 0. So if they ask you for an estimation of 231 divided by 8, we can say it's about 30. Compatible numbers is not that difficult. You have to think of the multiples. Let's do more examples. How about 22 times 3? What is a compatible number for 22 that we can easily divide by 3? Let's look at the multiples of 3. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 4 is 24, sorry. So which one is closer? I think 21, right? So we're going to do 21 divided by 3. And 21 divided by 3 is 7. So the estimate will be about 3. Doesn't want to work this much. Good. Now it's working. Is it getting clear? Okay, let's do another example. 583 divided by 7. So let's get the first two digits and let's look for a multiple that is close to 58 so we can easily divide it by 7. Let's look at the multiples. 7 times 8 is 56. 7 times 9 is 63. Which one is closer? I think 56 is much closer. So I'm going to change the 58 for 56. And the 3, I'm going to change it for a 0 because it's much easier to divide when your number ends in a 0. And then 560 divided by 7 is 80, right? So we're going to say that our estimate is about 80, right? We have to end in a 0. Okay, let's do one more exercise. 4,286 divided by 9. We go to the same two digits at the beginning. A number that is close to 42 that we can divide by 9. Multiples of 9. I have 36 and 45. Which one is closer? 45, of course. So we're going to change this for 45. And the other two numbers will be zeros because it's easier to multiply when you have zeros. And then 4,500 divided by 9. Well, 45 divided by 9 is 5. And then 2 zeros. So I can say that the estimate is about 500. It's not that difficult. Think of the multiples of your divisor. And let's get the first two digits in your dividend so you can find a compatible number. If you need, rewind the video and watch it again. After you do a couple of exercises, you can understand it really well. For homework, these are your two exercises. Please estimate the quotient by using compatible numbers. I want to see the compatible numbers that you're using, so make sure you put that in the paper. Okay, until next time, I'll see you. Bye.